Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Farm Manager 2021. We're on episode 16. We're still working chapter 5. Of course, we just got started with that last time. But we're going to try to work pretty quickly, and I'm going to do things a little differently today. So, if you follow the channel, you may have seen a post, an update recently that I'm actually out of town. I'm not even at home, but I did drag my computer along and have found a moment to be able to get a little work done. But unlike usual, I'm not going to be able to edit this down, no time lapses or anything along that lines. We're just going to get some gameplay in and continue on, so we can at least make a little bit of progress with this campaign. So again, still chapter 5. Meanwhile, it's buckwheat honey, it's colza honey, and that is all happening at our new beekeepers. So we've got 5 of them all up and running now. They all have employees. Let's go ahead and speed up time. And they're all actively doing their thing already. So the buckwheat and the colza are what we're getting. And that's coming from, there's our buckwheat field. See, that's got a month left until it's growing. There's 2 and partial third that are very much in range. Looks like we're getting a little bit of everything in terms of honey production. No, multi-flower, colza, so they're getting just a little bit of colza. They're getting the multi-flower. Okay, they are getting very much both mixed in. And this one, getting a bit of a multi-flower, but I'm guessing that's because they're getting a bit of wheat and not just straight buckwheat honey, and that's why we're getting 138 of 500. They're actually at similar number, 138, 144 at the moment as they produce this honey. So they're pretty much neck and neck with each other. It's just that we have a requirement of 300 versus 500. So if anything, we may want to add in even an additional here, but that's actually not a big deal. We'll just get it done when we get it done. The animal's ready to breed in the pigsty. I don't think we fully... Oh no, that's all cows. Moo cows. Those raspberry oats, 20,000. Nice. Okay, we do have a lot of things going on. So, wheat, carrot organic, raspberry sheep's milk, cabbage, boar, soya, corn. Okay, none of those are immediate massive things that we're too worried about. Let's go ahead and check in on everything, kind of get a once-over while the task continues on. Now at 160, buckwheat a little bit behind, which is sad because that's the one we need to be a little bit ahead. Meanwhile, on the original farm, everything seems to be going swimmingly. We've got some carrots that are going to be ready soon, hence the issue of no carrots. That'll be resolved quite soon. The wheat, we're going to be able to keep that going as we're going to have a huge wheat harvest soon. Okay, we're missing some people, but we have all the equipment we need. Both of those have been harvested. Meanwhile, the hemp, okay, they're doing well. Apples done in 23 days. Raspberries still getting done. Medium pigsty. There you go. Call the vet. Sure. Let's go ahead. Bring in the necessaries there. Okay, we are still getting some boar. Approaching 200, that's going to be 40% here quite soon. Meanwhile, just topping 200 pulls up. Maybe just a short little while. So, organic, raspberry, corn. So, let's see, we set this up a while back to do double duty, didn't we? You're doing the raspberry 24/7, and they're doing the blackcurrant 24/7. Okay. We did set that up. It's been a little while. Made 7 2.5 hour drives, 2.5 hour plus drives in less than a week here. Going back and forth to help take care of some family. Alright, so not worried about those. Those are just production chain being where it is in the scheme of things. None of them are actual problems. Progressing nicely on our fields. So we're good in all of those departments. Finances are still up over 6 million, so we're good in that department. While we do a little bit of hurry up and waiting, let's take care of a couple things. Let's, for one, get some training on the go. Machinery, mentoring might not be bad. Cheaper workers, speed and strength, that's seasonal permanent. Would be a good one, 14 days. Let's just get that out of the way. Produce what we can, when we can, how we can. Alright, while that's still going in the background, we'll see those finances. Spent a whole bunch. Just rebounded quickly and easily. That's the month. Let's go and take a look at the yearly. You can see this is where we opened the farm. That's all happened that fast. So we've done a lot of this in a very short period of time. This time around, this chapter, we are moving so much faster than where we had been previously. Estimated budget. Let's see how that's climbing its way along. Monthly wages, food, production. It's expensive. Cost of maintaining buildings, mechanics garage, the vet, expensive. Machines, costing us too much. The fields, costing us too much. But then we have our income. And as much as the factories are expensive, we're still coming out on the good side. Same with the animal products. It's all amounting to profits in the fields. The wind turbine station, we'll get into that fairly soon. If they don't force us to, we'll do it anyway because it's easy income. The colza field is just about ready. Are they going to stop us from getting to 100% with that? How far in the season are we? It's August. Are we going to replant? The buckwheat's already getting harvested right now. That's worrying. Is this going to roll over into next year? Bypassing the winter is some ways off still. And now both fields currently being brought down. We're 96% on the colza, and now I'm suddenly worried that we might not get to that 100% because we're not seeing any progress in either. No progress in either one, so the moment they started harvesting these fields, they stopped producing honey. So honey production is shut down. One day until that's going to be done. Okay, 98, 99, and complete. Disease, poultry, we have probability, honey harvest. Oh, I like that one. Let's get that done. 60 days. Okay, production back underway. So it had stopped momentarily, but it does continue, and we're now at 100%. So colza done. 60% for the buckwheats. That's another 100 from where we were in a pretty short period of time. So that's encouraging. That should be done relatively soon. We seem to be producing some more, even though the field has been ultimately harvested. We'll see if that has actually stopped for the time being. Sick animals being fixed out too. Where are you? Call the vet. Even though we have a vet. But I think we're out of reach of that vet down here. You are coming, aren't you? Call the vet second time there. That's taken care of. We're out of organic, so probably switch that up. That's the flax. That delivered, and then get that on the move. Get the raspberry and the boar. Okay with those two issues. Meanwhile, we've harvested. There's the carrots and the more carrots. That's 5,000. We have the grass, the apple organic, 29,000. Buckwheat, 15,000. Really nice sized field. 62,000 colza. Holy cow. You know what though? I'm not slowing that down, but we do need to take a look. All that colza, we need to sell that manually. So we have all of this stuff now. I don't think I had colza set up as a sell type item. No, maybe not. Let's go ahead and set colza. Ooh, capture that. Colza. That should be it right there. Maybe we can do bio. Not organic. We'll want to hang on to some of that. If there's another stage, hang on to 20,000. Alright, we want to then also sell. Buckwheat's already set up, I believe. And then what was this? Wheat? It is wheat. Colza is the only new one. We already had wheat. We already had buckwheat going. Remaining animal. Yeah, it's still sitting on 303, so that has not gone up. Unfortunately, we are now kind of stuck in limbo. Let's hope they get the field turned over fairly quickly so that we can maybe get one more. But if we're 95 days away from winter, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to happen. We like that they don't have to go empty and then refill, empty, refill, empty, refill. That they're just going along picking up all the hay bales. No way that trailer's holding all of that, but thank you. Appreciate it, Gabe. Third of the way on the research. Building warning. But same old story. Ooh, they did drive away. They're totally full. Or they're exhausted. That's probably what it is. It's probably the worker is tired. And fall has begun. Don't know if we're going to get another planting season or if they're going to wait all the way till next year. Alright, that field's done. It's a little weird the way they've set that up though. It was so even, so neat, so tight, and then poof, offline. That field's going to be done soon. If anything's going to happen before next spring, this field has got to get turned over quickly. And that's what we're dependent on at this point. The other fields are... We have buckwheat down here somewhere, don't we? Way down there. You know, we could always put in a beehive down here and run it off of that field. Or because I have just 9 days. We wouldn't get it up in time. Okay, it still says collecting bales. There we go, that's complete. Ready to plow? Oh, if we're lucky. If we're lucky, they'll get it turned over, but I don't know. It's coming in on October already. I think they might just prep the field and sit on it till spring. In which case we'll have to just speed things along as best we can and just get forward. I like that our warnings are now at a minimum. It'd be nice if I could connect these roads up. So we'd have to really take out this field to do so. Definitely need to rehash things. Field continues to get plowed. They're still picking up bales here. We have so much equipment in such large fields. Now we've got this wheat being harvested as well. Just that I only have one earpiece in, not two. So maybe it's bouncing between right and left audio. If you're listening with headphones, let me know if that's actually the case, because I'm hearing half a thunder. I'm not hearing the full crashes. I hear half a strike, and then it goes blank, and then I hear half a strike, and it goes blank. Game bug or design flaw in the one headphone approach. Okay, research, 2/3 of the way done. There's that buckwheat field done, just like I predicted. It would be way too long for us to set something up. Okay, this field's been plowed. Now they move on to cultivate. Test is how far do they go? Handful of bales left. There's baler getting the last of them. Okay, that field's done now. Nice giant cultivator. How many of you have played Farm Sim? Oh my gosh, even with the large cultivators, especially the in-game ones that don't go as big as some of the modded ones. Field this size take hours and hours to cultivate. Could you imagine using the tiny little 3-meter wide cultivators that you start the game with to try to plow cultivate a field like that? Oh my goodness. This is not plowing because that's even slower. So much worse. Oh, the hardship. Still, an immensely enjoyable game. And they have announced, if you haven't seen or heard, Farm Sim 22 coming out this fall. 69,000, 4,000 buckwheat. That was the upper field, black currant. Another new animal. And raspberries. 124 on the raspberries. We were hovering down around 100. But that is the power of increasing the yield and other things. We're down to 9 days. They are now fertilizing. There's a chance. I don't know. It's October 20th. To me, it's probably too late. It's probably much, much too late to do something now. We'll have to wait until the spring to get that up and running. That's my guess anyway. I don't think they're going to plant this late in October. You'd see a small field like this, the work's getting done so much faster, it's catching up on the large field. It's kind of silly that you can't get more than one piece of equipment on a field to get things done more quickly, but at the same time I understand the game design and you're working one element at a time, right? You don't have a tractor with a plow followed by a tractor with a cultivator. It's one operation at a time with one vehicle or one crew making that operation happen. More stuff and stuff. 303, how are we looking? Still fertilizing. Magic moment is not far away. Alright, so for some other channel updates, Pro Cycling Manager 2021, I just received my key for that. I'm going to be hopping on there quite soon after this, but I want to get this up for you so that I have something already up and running. Also, Tour de France 21, the first time I've gotten a key for that game. I have not tried it before, I have not played that one, but I have been given a key, and I will be getting no less than a first look, at least a playthrough of some sort on there. I don't know if we've got a major part of the channel, but it's something. Also, for those who participated in the Pro Cycling Manager, and you can see this field is fertilized, but now nothing's happened. It's October 31st. It's too late. It's much, much too late in the season. We're a couple weeks away from the end of the year, from the end of the harvest season. As predicted, there is no planting coming until the spring. So, that's unfortunate, and it is what it is. That field now being fertilized. Caught up with the field being done. I suppose at this point, all we can check on is how many fields are ready to go. That field's ready to go. That field's cultivated, needs to be fertilized still. We've got a month until the oats are ready. I'm not sure they're going to make it. 48 days till winter, but they'll make it, I think. But maybe just barely. That one's harvested, or being harvested. Collecting bales. We got a dozen days until the fodder beets are ready to go again. It's black currant. They get harvested regularly. Fertilized. Parts of the organic field ready for our spring. That buckwheat field is ready for spring. 10 days left. And 16 days left. Those apples are harvested and ready for next spring as well. And that's where we're at on the fields. So it's going to be December, 45 days before we can actually skip forward to the spring. I'm not sure how quickly I can get through 45 days, meaning this might push into the next episode before we're able to get it done, unfortunately. We have finished our research, so we can at least move on to our next item in that department. Renewable resources, easy, a week. Give me something to do. Okay. Let's give ourselves something to do. A week does not take long. Let's figure out where can we put some windmills. I'm guessing the game's actually not going to be too particular about that, but we'll find out in 6 days on placement. We can kind of put them randomly about anywhere, these open spaces, like here, back here we can find solutions. We can squeeze them into those types of places. Certainly here we could fit some. We still have back here open. The old farm would be where I would put that. I suppose this is the old farm, the renovated farm. The new expansion and the old farm. There you go. We are fully maxed out here, right? Yes, the house is fully upgraded. And we always have that option to buy more land. That's the easy thing now. Finally we unlocked that. That was bugging me for a while. It would have been nice I think it would be a really nice touch if the game developers added in. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. This buy more land button was grayed out. It was unclickable. We looked for a million different ways to unlock it. And ultimately I said it must be locked behind the campaign. Progress through the campaign far enough and it will unlock. And that is exactly what happened. That's what took place. Chapter 5 unlocked it. Okay, now we know. Great. I had to wait 5 chapters to figure that out. It would be incredible. I can see our warehouse is nearly full. We're going to have to do something about that. It would have been incredible that if that grayed out button, when you hovered over it, where you often get a description, in a lot of games you hover over something, you get a description, if it would have said, Chapter 5 unlocks, you know, this option unlocks at the beginning of Chapter 5, or this, you know, you get what I'm saying with that. It would have given me a hint that, or even if they don't want to be specific and tell me what happens during Chapter 5, if they just say, this unlocks, continue the campaign to unlock this feature, then you know what's up. And then you don't waste all the time that I wasted going through it. Alright, November's nearly done. We're up over 7 million now, and we had an issue of too much stuff. The buckwheat, absolutely part to do with that. That could be something to do with that. Let's get rid of 100,000. That was almost a 500,000. And there's still 42,000 left. Okay, we never got those, and they never told us to do anything with them. All this liquid manure that we're not using. There is some money in this stuff out here. Liquid manure, we don't need to get rid of all of that because it might be getting used to at least some extent. Dang, these guys are way more expensive than the other types of meat we have. We just made $1 million clearing out a little inventory space. A few little smackerinis over 8 million. Into December. That one needs to be fertilized. Those are ready. That one is now 1 day away. That's been fertilized. That's been fertilized. That's been fertilized. This really helps when all these fields are ready to go. Fertilized, being cultivated. So we have just one field here to work on, and then one here. And as for those, we have 2 days and 10 days until they're ready. And the grass is ready to give it 4 days. I think we might actually just make it. We'll see if this one gets fertilized. I would think this one will get done in time. 16 days until winter sets in. And spring pops up magically overnight. Lots of harvests again. Same old issues here. It's gone through all of those resources. There you go, now they're fertilizing. And what's going on? What? We have trailers. Yes? We have trailers available. What's your problem? No warehouse space. Whoa, whoa, whoa. As in, we have no small silo? Small silo is full? Of what? Dun, dun, dun. We have too much of the buckwheat and the oat. And the wheat. So, let's get rid of 10,000. Let's get rid of 4,000. I know we can produce those into something, but we don't have space. Should have freed up a little bit of room into the silo, maybe, or will. Come on now. Where's our silo? There's our silo. Not full anymore. What are you making here? Okay, you're both working with the wheat. The room for 30,000. How much do we expect you to bear there, oats? Get rid of another 7,000. There we go. Okay. Now there's enough space. Now there's enough space. Speed that up. Days are numbered. 10 days. They'll harvest though. They can harvest in 10 days. That just freed up 13 people. There we go. It's ready to go. Should see equipment on its way soon. Harvester, header, tractor trailer. And away they go. Just in time. Meanwhile, this field, fertilization's half done. It's otherwise ready. There's the last grass harvest. Fertilized now, it's complete. Oh no! Call the fire department. What'd you guys do? James? Billy? Were you making hay? Alright, harvest complete. And fall about complete as well. Oh, sorry. Yes, fall, as in officially into winter. That's how it goes, the order of operations, seasons. You know those thingy buggers. Okay, last harvest there. That one I don't think they're gonna make. It's gonna go, yeah, 4 days. Looks like the bales will get made. We'll see if those get picked up or whether they just disappear. If we have a problem, 12:21, 1 day, last row. There we go. Done. They just need to collect them now. Dang, that was close. I don't understand why there's lines around all the fields all of a sudden. Green, red. Whoa, there's the snow. Still collecting. Can I speed up? I can speed up. Let's give them a chance to finish. They stopped. Oh no, they're coming back. Maybe they always just go half a field and then come back. That's how that works. So I always seem to be about 55-60% of the way and then they go empty. Just the way the game's set up. Coding for it. Alright, into the harsh of winter now. And there we go, field died. Let's go ahead and see what happens when we push forward. Skip winter, there's another nearly a million, up to 9.3. And we have started spraying. Can we priority up this field, please? Alright folks, well that is all the time that I have for this one. So we've put priority up. They should be getting on this field fairly quickly. It's ready to plant. Except for they did get to that one first. We'll have to wait for some equipment because I didn't do it on the first day, or prior to the first day. So they already picked up their initial, all this stuff over here that's all red. I don't know why it's red. Everything else is highlighted green. There we go, we did get to it. So somebody is now working on that one, planting in progress. That's going to make our fields live, and we will be finished with this quite soon. I'm Decathlon Gamer, thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button. I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there. Bye for now.